I'm Richard Mann, and this is Gunsite instructor Eric Ingersoll, and he's holding the most popular rifle in the United States right now, the AR-15. A lot of people are buying these rifles. They've got a lot of switches and levers on it. They don't know how to run them. Eric, can you give us just a brief intro on how to run this thing?
Well, Richard, some basic nomenclature of the AR-15 style rifle. I'll start with this side first. We have the magazine release right here. We have the forward assist. We have the dust cover.
So let me ask you a couple questions about that. The forward assist, some modern ARs don't even have one.
Correct.
What do you use the forward assist for?
The forward assist was originally designed early on for combat conditions to keep the gun running when it had problems. What we see here at Gunsite is the forward assist can actually cause more problems than it's worth, because we teach malfunction clearance procedures which would negate having to have that.
Right.
And a lot of times when you use the forward assist, it can actually cause you a bigger jam than you originally had.
Okay, so what about the other side? The other side's got switches and levers and everything on it.
On the other side, we have the lower receiver has the fire control group, which is controlled by the safety and selector switch. So safe, fire, back to safe. On this side, we have the bolt catch lever. The bolt catch lever has two sides to it, a small side and a big side, okay? The small side is used to lock the bolt to the rear during different manipulations, and the large paddle is used to actually engage the bolt when you want to send it forward.
It releases the bolt.
That's correct.
Right. And then this big thing here on the back.
The charging handle is just as it says, the charging handle. You run the gun. If the bolt is back or forward, you can run it with the charging handle to manipulate the bolt.
And after you run the charging handle, you always lock it back in place.
That is correct. If you don't lock the charging handle back in place and something happens and this bends, you're pretty much out of commission.
Yeah, for sure. So show me how you load this thing and make it ready to run.
Absolutely. At Gunsite, we require hearing and eye protection for live round fire. For this demonstration, I'm going to use dummy rounds.
Right,
okay?
Perfect.
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to touch the top side of my magazine. Now, I'm loading from my primary magazine pouch. I'm going to touch the top side of the magazine, touch the round to see what side it's seated on. In this case, this round is seated on the left side. I'm going to insert straight into the magazine well and push, pull to ensure I'm seated, okay? Once I know the magazine's been fully seated, I'm going to engage the big paddle on the bolt catch. Okay, so now I do not know if I have a round seated or not. Just to make sure I do, I'm going to take the magazine out. I'm going to touch the top of the magazine again to see what side the bolt's on. In this case, it shifted to the right. I know I've loaded around. I'm going to reinsert the magazine with a push, pull. I'm going to reach up and I'm going to touch the front of my bolt. I touch the front to ensure that the bolt's fully in battery so I don't have any malfunctions. Once I ensure that's good, I'm going to close my dust cover. I'm going to reacquire my shooting grip. I can set safe, and I can re-stuff my magazine pouch, my primary pouch, with a full magazine, and I'm ready to do whatever I need to do.
Yeah, so what I think the cool part about this is all this touchy-feely stuff you're doing on the gun may confuse some people. But the reason he does that, if you know how to operate this gun in total darkness, by touching and feeling, knowing which side the round is on before you insert it and when you pull it out, you can run this gun in total darkness. Eric, I really appreciate you showing us how to operate this AR-15. Thanks for watching, and when are you coming to Gunsite?
Gunsite Academy, originally the American Pistol Institute, was founded by former Marine Jeff Cooper in 1976. It's the oldest civilian firearms training academy in the world, with more than 50 instructors and 26 ranges covering 3,200 acres. Gunsite Academy trains thousands of civilians, law enforcement, and military personnel each year. Often called the Harvard of handguns and the Camelot of the Great Southwest, Gunsite is freedom's backbone.